This Veterans Day, we honor the valor and the sacrifice of those who have served their country to defend freedom. This summer, my wife Libby and I had the privilege of visiting the beaches of Normandy, where 79 years ago, Allied forces landed to liberate Europe from fascism. At the American Cemetery on Omaha Beach, I visited the grave of Private Frank Mackey, a medic and paratrooper from North Philadelphia who landed behind Utah Beach when he was just 21 years old. Frank tended to wounded outside the French town of Pacoville, saving the lives of many in the town who were treated by this unknown GI. When German troops attacked, Frank held off the assault so his patients could escape before dying at the hands of a German soldier. Frank's memory lived on in the hearts of the people of Pacoville, who remembered the anonymous American soldier who helped tend their wounded, but whose identity remained a mystery for nearly 8 decades. Thanks to the work of Susan Eisenhower, granddaughter of General and President Dwight D. Eisenhower, and others, Frank's identity was finally uncovered just a few years ago, where Frank's name joined a wall of honor in Pacoville, created by the brother of a boy who Frank treated, commemorating the U.S. troops who liberated the town. My wife Libby and I were deeply moved learning about Frank's story and inspired by the necessary and humbling work Susan Eisenhower and her colleagues do to keep the memory of Frank's story and the thousands of other heroic stories of D-Day alive. His story epitomizes the compassion and courage of the American soldiers who sacrificed so much for our collective freedoms. His valor continues to inspire warmth and affection in northern France to this day. This story embodies the essence of Veterans Day. It's a story of sacrifice, of courage, and of a commitment to freedom that is shared by people on both sides of the Atlantic. As we reflect on the sacrifices of veterans like Private Mackey, we also reflect on the importance of the transatlantic relationship. The troops who landed at D-Day and who gave their lives to lay a new foundation cemented in shared sacrifice for a transatlantic bond that has endured for nearly 80 years. It is a bond that has withstood tyranny, oppression, and threats to our way of life. In a world where democracy and freedom are under constant challenge, our relationship is a beacon of hope, unity, and resilience. On this Veterans Day, let us remember the sacrifices made by our veterans, like Private Mackey, who epitomize the spirit of selfless service. From their example, we take increased devotion for the cause of freedom which they served. On behalf of all of us at the U.S. Mission to the EU, thank you to those who have served.